Just ran up and down the stairs, had to get some stuff for today's broadcast. Hey, my name's Dale Abrachta. It's Friday Live with me. Yes, it is. If you're new here, this is my channel that I stream live on Friday. And Friday broadcasts are all about balloons and twisting. And today I'm going to talk about how to do a scarecrow that I've done for quite a few years. This is going to be a different version of it. Well, I say different, I'm just using different colored balloons. I mean, when you're doing these things, you do them so quick, so fast. Sometimes you don't think about colors. But today I took the time out to actually think about color schemes and what kind of works and what doesn't work. So with that, do me a favor. If you're watching live, say hi. That's always nice. Drop in, say hi. I have a live chat that I could actually see with you. So if you say something in the chat box, I can actually see it and I could actually respond. So with that, let's get ready. Let's get going. Let's start the show. Hi, my name's Dale Abrachta, and welcome to my YouTube channel where we're streaming live today. Let's learn something new, fun, and exciting. So let's get started now! Well, if you're new here, do me a favor, say hi, introduce yourself. I'll see your name pop up. I actually have a chat screen that I actually can see. I could pop up. I could interact with you. There's a slight delay, so if you say something and I kind of gloss by, I'm going to look over at my screen and say, wait, there was a question, and go back to it. So do me a favor, always leave me a message. I can see that. As you can tell, this is live. So if I say, hello, I like typing hello. Hello. It'll appear on my screen a couple seconds later. With magic, there it is. It pops up on the screen and we're good to go. So that is my screen. I could see that happening anytime. And that's my full screen. Screen? All right, we're talking scarecrows here. Scarecrows, pumpkin scarecrows to be exact. That's what we're talking about here today. And if you saw my video, I made a pumpkin. This was a pumpkin we did a while back. You can even see me. I did a little video today with doing this pumpkin on TikTok. But this pumpkin right here, we could use this head or we could use a simpler head, which is what we're going to do today. So let's get rolling, let's get moving, and let's get into this. Now, the body that I'm going to use is a body that I used for a zombie. So if you ever saw my zombie video, which is good, bing, 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 go check out my zombie video I did almost a year ago. It shows you how to do a zombie. So it does a cool little body that I've used for years. It's simple. It's easy enough to modify to make it look fancy. And that's what we're going to do today. Is we're going to start with a simple pumpkin and build from there. So, you know, I'd like to ask if there are anybody on here at the moment and you want to build it from top up, bottom down. It doesn't matter. That's the cool part about building this. There is no right or wrong. I could start from the top. I could start from the bottom. Starting from the bottom, working up to the top allows me to kind of think about the color choices that I want to use and the things I want to do. So with that, we're going to start from the bottom and work to the top. Okay, so you get to learn the body first, and then you get to put your head. Hi. Hi, Trina. Is it Trina? I think it out there. Yes, from Mississippi. M-I, cricket letter, I, cricket letter, I, hunchback, I. That's actually how my mom taught me how to spell Mississippi. It was actually a jump rope thing. It was capital M-I, cricket letter, I, cricket letter, I, hunchback, I. Which kind of fits in today's theme of scarecrows and Halloweens. And got my Halloween background here. So let's start with the basics. I'm going to start from the bottom working up. Okay? So with that, I'm going to do a somewhat sophisticated scarecrow, which means that I'm going to be putting in blush colors, which is the blush is actually going to be used for the straw if you want. And actually, if I have my brown marker, let's see, I have my brown marker here today. Yes, I do. I could use my brown marker to use some accent colors in here just to add some effects, and I'll show you how to do that too. So there's going to be some drawing tips at the very end. So remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Let's get going on this, and as always, feel free to leave me a comment. Make sure you stay to the end because that's when I show you all the tips and tricks and all that stuff if I forgot as we go along. All right, this is very simple. I'm going to make my Scarecrow about this tall. I don't know how big the Scarecrow is going to be because I got two things based on. One is the head size, two is the leg size. That's how I base my Scarecrows. It's that simple. In fact, that's why I base all my characters that I make is based on the size. Head determines the body size. If I make the head really small, the body's got to be small. A lot of times, if you work the wrong direction, and that's where you have to think, if I'm doing a Scarecrow and it's a pumpkin Scarecrow, I can make the pumpkin really big using 260s or 350s or 646s or round balloons, whatever I want. If I'm doing a person's face and I'm using blush balloons or mocha balloons and I start making the head too big, then I got to make a big body. And I have to keep things in proportion. So with the Scarecrow, I don't mind having extra long legs, but you know, I don't want to go too crazy with it, but then again, with a Scarecrow, you can go crazy with the legs. So what I'm going to start off with is I'm going to be using a couple balloons here. As I said, black, royal blue, and my blush. All right, starting backwards. So we're starting with the feet or the boots. So to do the boots is nothing more than a hoop, pinch twist, hoop. Now you could use a scrap of balloon if you have. Kind of cheap Mickey Mouse ears. All I'm going to do is remove, discard, tie off. Why do I tie off? Just to ensure that my balloon does not inflate. These are the feet. Simple. Boom, boom, boom. Here you go. Nice, simple feet. Easy to make. Now the blush we're going to use in a second. Now for the legs, really simple. Pinch twist. Coming down, however long I want my legs. I'm going to make my legs on the longer side because I want my Scarecrow to have some personality, so I'm going to give it some long legs. All right, so with that being said, take that, insert it in between those two, pull it around, bring it up, and when I bring it up, quick measure, same size legs. I don't need to have one leg up, one leg down, kind of like the old joke of the guy who goes to the tailor and he goes to get his suit altered, and they say, you know, this suit fits, one sleeve's a little short. You just kind of raise your arm a little. Look, it fits perfect. He goes, yeah, but what about the pants? One's a little bad. Well, you know, what we'll do is we'll just kind of limp. So he gets the suit, he's standing there, and he's all disconfigured, and the tailor looks, boy, that suit looks great on you. And the guy's like, that does look good. So he's walking down the street, and he's hobbling, and two guys look at him and go, man, that poor guy. The other guy looks at him and goes, yeah, but look at the suit. It looks beautiful. So, again, a cheap joke. Long joke for nothing. All right, so I'm going to follow another pinch twist. So I have two pinch twists. And if you wanted to keep the stick on the back, you keep the stick on the back. I don't like to just because of the location of the stick. So I'm removing that, discarding. There we go. This is the little butt, the joint, whatever you want to call this. Now, what I'm going to do now is go back to my blush, and I want to put this, what do you call it? Straw in. So what I'm going to do is make two pinch twists and break off. I'm going to tie the remaining balloon because I'm probably going to come back and use it at some point. So I got the legs, I got the feet. I'm going to take down and twist it in. With a little play, you're going to see that the Scarecrow's feet now are angling somewhat down. Again, I'm not making this balloon to fit in a stand. This is a handout balloon. This is something I'm passing out. So now I have the straw that's sticking out. We're going to accent that with a marker later on. So now I have the body. And what I'm going to do for the body is I'm going to use this turquoise, the blue. If you've seen Wizard of Oz decades ago, they had a pale blue or a turquoise blue. So I'm just going to use that for the body. So it's going to be somewhat of a blue match. Now, I'm going to do pinch twist. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm actually not. I'm going to go here. Pinch twist. This is the body. How long do you want to make the body? Well, again, the body is always shorter than the legs. That's the easiest way I can measure. My torso, I never want it to be longer than my legs because otherwise you look like you're out of proportion. So, again, pinch twist, come down, twist this together. Now, at this moment, this is where I take the remaining half. I can lock in. Now, this balloon right here is not making a really thick scarecrow because my scarecrows are on the thin side. I'm going to show you version 1 here. And this is the quick one that I do when I'm line twisting because I don't have time. If I'm line twisting, I take that back. I won't even waste my time putting this in. This is the body I teach you how to make in the Scarecrow. Or excuse me, the zombie. Alright, a lot of twisting, a lot of playing here as I'm not looking what I'm doing. I'm just seeing it from the back end. I'm going to take a close walk up right here now. This is my Scarecrow at the moment. I'm going to put the chat on in case anybody has a chat question. Right here, you see I have the feet, come down, body, I got the head. My Scarecrow is actually standing with arms on the hips. Now, we can do a trick. I'm going to show you a trick that I do with the zombie to bring in color here, which could be the hands or the straw. Very simply, what we're going to do is we're going to do a pinch twist. Taking this pinch twist, bring it right into this section, wrap it around the entire balloon. Another bubble. Pinch twist. Bring that in and around. Break off. Dispose. So now what you see is I have, and again, for this, being a Scarecrow, it doesn't have to be perfect. You could be slightly tilted, slightly off, because that brings a little character to the Scarecrow. All right, now we have this. Now, I know some of you could be saying, Dale, it's a pumpkin. Why aren't we using orange for the body? You could use orange for the arms and legs, but Scarecrows are basically stuffed with hay, so people don't think of a Scarecrow actually having orange arms, orange legs. Now, you can get away with using this head. Voila, there's your Scarecrow. But what we're going to do is actually make a pumpkin head out of this. Whoop, I already have one inflated. And what I'm going to do is, again, based on my head size, I know this is approximately going to be about a hand. And I am going to make a pumpkin head here. And all I'm doing is a series of roll-throughs. So I'm making 4 clusters. I mean, there are multiple ways of making pumpkins. There is a whole bunch of ways that you can make a pumpkin. My pumpkins usually are about 6 is my size limit here. Get that around, wrap it around. Leftover nozzle end. Actually, I have enough to make a bubble. Under, up. Hey, guess what? This pumpkin only has 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, it wanted me to use this balloon. Seems like I'm working for a balloon manufacturer here now. Go ahead, use 37 balloons. Just pop them, throw them away, buy more. No, don't do that. I don't work for any balloon manufacturers. Not sponsored by anybody but me. All right. Much easier when I actually get to work against my body instead of working in free-flowing air. Now, I have my pumpkin. Squish it down because I want to have more of a rounded pumpkin. This pumpkin is a elongated pumpkin. I want to have a squished down pumpkin. Now, my pumpkin at the end has a little leftover strand here. That strand is used for tying. Now, I know many of you could probably say, Dale, why didn't you just use this one? Personally, for this on here is kind of cool, but I like it this way because when people think of a pumpkin head, they think I think of this as a jack-o'-lantern. They don't think of this as a pumpkin head. So I think of this as a pumpkin head. Now, do you want to put a hat on here? If you want to put a hat on here, say, put a hat on. If you don't want a hat on, well, you just go with a stem. So at this moment, I'm going to take a sip of water. You say what you would like. I know there's a couple people online. Go ahead, type chat. Do you want a pumpkin hat? We could do a cowboy type hat, which is simple enough to do. Or we could just do a stalk. So which would you like? I know there's a little delay here. Oh, it got thirsty in this room. Let's see, what do you... Hello, cute Scarecrow. Thanks, Judy. Do you want to put a hat on this, or do you want to put... I'm going to show you how to draw the face and add the other stuff. Do we want to go with the hat? I think we're going with a hat. I want to go with a hat. So we're going with a hat. So the hat is not difficult. I'm going to take... mocha brown, or you could use black, but typically brown. A simple cowboy style hat is nothing more than the length of the hat. Now, this is the whole tricky part. If you have a scrap of balloon, scrap of brown, this works a lot better. But for you folks, I am willing to waste a whole 260 just for you folks. So I take my 260, wrap it around in a circle. Now, I know there are ways of taking the balloon, wrapping it up, filtering it all the way through there. But folks, when I'm line twisting, sometimes I'm just looking at crack, break, twist, tie, boom, skip. I'm not sitting there looking at trying to figure out what's the easiest way to put something through. I am just looking at what's the fastest way I could get this done. Now, I'm going to pull out my... trusty scissors. Can't run around with scissors. Oh, scissors gone. Scraps on the floor. Actually, it's on my desk. Now, the hat's going to get placed on here. Again, I have this little nozzle. Very carefully, I feed it through. Grab, grab, grab. Pull, pull, pull. Wrap around. Now, if you want to take this and pull it all the way down and then wrap it into this section again, if you have enough, which I barely do, it just ensures that when a kid pulls on it, it's going to pull the bottom of the balloon. It's going to have more residency. It's going to be resilient that when the kid pulls this, everything stays on. So it's just another way of locking it a little tighter onto the balloon sculpture, giving everything some more structure. All right, now let's look at, I'm going to turn down my lighting. Nikki, you wanted the hat. Yay, Nikki, you're so fun. You blew my mind. Hey, Nikki. Oh, that's oh, nicely. Oh, sorry. I thought, you know, I got to learn to read here. Nicely Underwood. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn my light down here a little. I'm going to put the pumpkin face on. But before I do that, I'm going to take and I want to add some just lines. All I'm doing is adding lines. This is the straw. And that's to the feet. Add some straw. And this is just lines that go around that just give a two-tone effect. Now, you could take this a step farther, which I will, is by adding in a little black, a little orange. You don't have to go crazy. These are just kind of accent colors. Oh my gosh, I just heard the doorbell ring. You know what that is? That's my balloon order! Woo! Oh yes, FedEx finally came. I got more balloons. I'm all excited. I haven't ordered in 9 months. Woo-hoo-hoo! That's true. I have not ordered balloons in 9 months. Welcome to 2020. That's so cool. So I put a little orange in here and finally just a little black. I don't want to go crazy with black. I just want to have a little extra color in there. What this does is the eye actually catches it, and by having just that color in there, you now add an effect to it. Let me turn the light up. And you're giving it a little character. Now, we're going to add a little more character to this in a moment. But what we're going to do is we're going to put the face on. Now, to do the face, we're going to do a semi-traditional pumpkin face. So are you ready for this? Here we go. Turn my light down so you can actually see what I'm doing. Taking out my black marker. All right, this is where I'm going to take the back. I don't like traditional pumpkin faces. Traditional pumpkin faces are triangles. I don't like triangles. It just is not cool. It's too simple to do. In fact, it's actually too simple to screw up. So what I like to do is kind of my C-nose, my circle eye, my circle eye. I'm going to give him some buck teeth. He's a pumpkin. Give him an open mouth. Give him an eye. And you may be wondering why I'm doing this. I want to make my pumpkin's head. I mean, very few people carve jack-o'-lanterns nowadays with a basic jack-o'-lantern face. You can if you want, and I'll show you that face, because, you know, this is the nice part about learning something like this. I could play around and figure out which face design I actually want. And I'm going to show you a couple different faces. So again, start off with my letter C, circle, 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 circle. My mouth had a little wave to it. My buck teeth came down, did like a letter D. You know, my name's D for Dale. That's a real easy do, is like a sideways D, fancy D. And where did my white marker go? Here it is. All right. Come in and I do, whoop. This is a brand new Sharpie white marker. And it was sitting the wrong way. If you have Sharpie markers, make sure you put them this way. So if you have your Sharpie marker, always put them this way down. Put it up against my shirt. It should be in your pocket this way in your balloon bag. That way the ink runs down. I got to get this ink flowing again. I always test it on my hand. I always take it right here in palm of my hand. I go here. Why do I do it there? Because that's a spot that's never going to touch a balloon. So if I do have a big ink blob like that, it's white, it's clear, it's not going to touch anything. I can put my teeth in. Give it the whites of the eyes. And I like orange for this reason. I'm going to turn my light up just a little here. I like using orange because this orange actually is a brighter orange than the standard orange balloon. All right, let me find my blue marker. Yeah, actually, I wish... Oh no! My blue marker ran away from me. Here, blue marker. Oh, no, blue marker. You know, I hate this time of the year. I start using my markers for things and they all disappear. So I'm just going to go for brown eyes. All right. Brown eyes, I prefer blue eyes because I'm blue-eyed. But if you're a brown-eyed person, you could do the brown eyes. All right. So here's your Scarecrow Pumpkin. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to spin this around. I'm going to show you the other traditional face. Ah! There we go. Turn the head around. Look at that. You got a two-headed pumpkin. So if somebody wants a happy, funny, scary pumpkin, guess what? You could always change it and draw it on the other side. Now, going with the so-called traditional triangle nose, triangle eyes, and then if you want, you can go with, I spend more time doing these jagged mouths up and down. You could waste more time trying to make it. You can go with simple lines across because, some scarecrows have their mouth shown shut. You could, see, now this is where I would choose to go with the orange. Because what happens is, being a Sharpie, it picks up the black and it gives me a traditional scarecrow face. If I could see, I'm trying to get around the shine from my lights here. Let me shut this light off here. See if that helps. I'm going to be really, but you could see my face right here. The orange marker is orangier than the balloon itself. So you can use that, and when you touch the black, it becomes a black orange, which still pops off color-wise off this balloon versus the other color. The mouth is very simple. Again, this face is okay. I mean, I could put eyebrows on it. I mean, I could really do a lot of work to bring some character into this. I prefer going with something like this that has character to it already. I give it some eyebrows. This is my personality. My personality is fun. All right, but if you're going with a traditional, you may want to go this way. Now, again, folks, when you're making this, you may find that you don't like the blue body. You could go with almost any color shirt you want. Typically, I fall into a red body shirt. That's one of my go-tos, or I pick the teal colors. Now, at this moment, folks, I always want you to make sure you watch to the end. As you watch to the end, you notice I talk about drawing tips and other texts and techniques I like. But as always, please leave me a comment because I do this Fridays live with me. So do me a favor, if you haven't subscribed, take the moment to subscribe. Tell a friend about this channel. Do me a favor, watch my other videos. Make sure you click on them. That's how I get supported. I'm trying to monetize these channels and I need a lot of viewing hours. I have enough subscribers. I just need people to watch to the very end. So do me a favor. If you want to see this body in slow motion, how I made it, go out and check for my zombie video. I'm going to be putting together a playlist just for Halloween. If you want to know how to make the pumpkin heads, you could check out the pumpkin video I did. That will teach you how to make this head. So if you want to switch heads, you could switch heads out and have a whole different look. If you want to learn the body, go learn the zombie body. If you want to learn the faces, if you want to know how to draw scary faces, happy faces, funny faces, check out my Casper the Ghost video. It's under the video title of my favorite Halloween design. Check that out. You got to go all the way to the end. Hopefully you'll watch the video. You will see me teach you how to draw faces. Again, you could opt out if you don't want to have this. You could go with the traditional top. The top could also be done like this out of brown, which becomes kind of a hat. It could be a hat because pumpkin stalks are multicolors. So there's a lot of options I like with pumpkins that you can do. I did say I was going to teach you a different body structure. Let me teach you a different body structure real quick. That's what you get for leaving me a comment. So if you leave me a comment, let's see. You have fun opening your balloon order. You want me to go get my balloon order? I'll get my balloon order. You just have to say yes, and I'll show you what I ordered. So put in there. Let me know what if you want me to go get my balloon order. I'll go get my balloon order. I don't know how crazy of an order I put in. I can't recall anymore. But I'll show you this body. So do me a favor. If you want me to get my balloon order, put the comment in. I'm going to show you an alternative for this body real quick here. I'm just going to do the cheap version. What I mean by the cheap version is legs and feet are all in one. So, somebody wants me to go get my balloon order. All right, I'll do that. Now watch, I'm going to go out there and find out something my wife ordered off Amazon. I'll be like really bummed. Oh. Hang on. See what happened here, folks? I actually broke off and I didn't tie it well enough, but I still have this part. Guess what? I'm going to use this part. Come down. And throw it on my desk and go, it's not working. Here's something funny. Decades ago, when I first started learning this, I remember trying to make everything the exact size. Because when I started out doing this 35 years ago, maybe 35, 36, 37 years ago, I was taught that you used the entire balloon. And this was back when one balloon stuff was being made. And you had to make a whole balloon figure out of one balloon. And you started out with that one balloon, and it was just like, oh my gosh, I ran out of balloon. I have to redo this whole thing over. So you'd pull out another balloon. You'd inflate it to the exact size that you needed, and you would go on. And you come to find out that you couldn't make it always. And then I was working with a gentleman named Ron Ralph many decades ago. And Ron was a small mentor of mine who helped me for several years. And Ron made a balloon, and it didn't quite work out right. And he made the balloon, and he got to a point where he just ran out of balloon. So he popped it, tied it off, blew up another balloon, and added the balloon on. And my mind went, I went, what? You got to start over. And he's like, no, I don't. I'm like, no, dude, you got to start all over. It's supposed to be made out of one balloon. And he said, really? You can use multiple balloons. I was like, oh my gosh, Batman, you are right. All right, here we go. I have this right here. I have legs. I have the body. What I did for this body is I started off with, and this is a body that I show also, I think, in the zombie. Pinch twist, bubble. I come down. Actually, pinch twist, arm, pinch twist. I come down, spin back around, pinch twist, come over, arm, pinch twist, pinch twist. So now what I'm going to do is spread. You know why you folks are getting this? Not because you're such nice people, but because, here it is. You stayed to the very end. When you watch to the end, I usually will give you some kind of fun tip, something interesting. Now, from this point, let's say if I wanted to do orange, let's say I'm going to continue with my orange pumpkin theme here. Okay, my orange man. What I do is take my orange balloon, and I then take this part of the arms, tie in my orange, little bubble because that's like the forearm coming out, little pinch twist, that is going to be the hand. Now I take this, I go into between those two parts again, do a small little bubble, which becomes a pinch twist. I come up, small bubble. And this is the body now. And then I would put this head on. Let me back this off. Where can I? Let me get some of this stuff off the screen here, folks. Then you could see. There we go. So now I can put my head on, and I have a full working body. Again, this is just a variation off the body. You do that with a zombie. I like doing this with the zombie because then what I do is I take the zombie heads, which I don't have any on me at the moment, but I'll use a smiley face instead. Look at this. Now you get a body, you got arms, you like legs. Now, tell you what, I'll run downstairs and get my order that just came in. So if you want to give me a message, leave me a message. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. I got it! Woo! Look at this, look at this. I got my box. I got my box of balloons. All right, let's see. Now, it may seem like a lot, may seem like a little. Let me pull out a way of opening it. He said, I haven't ordered balloons. I usually order cases of balloons, 30 bags at a time. Let me get my letter opener here. That doesn't cut it. Where's a knife when I need one? Where's my knife? Where's my knife? I got a knife somewhere around here. Here, knifey, knifey, knife. Ooh, here it is. My X-Acto knife. All right. I know, exciting. Get through the box opening. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Look at this, man. Quantity, 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 quantity. No back orders. Woo! All right, here we go. White. Finally got white balloons. I ran out. Yes, white. I got my lilac. I order nozzle up. These are Patellatex nozzle. Red. I have red. Finally. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful to see. Fuchsia. Look at this. Fuchsia. Ooh, what a red. I only ordered 2 fuchsia because I actually have some fuchsia in stock. Black. I was out of black. Nothing like running out of the 2 most important colors that I need are white and black, and I ran out of. Pale blue. I got my blue. Key lime green. Yes. Great. I go through so much key lime green. This is probably my go-to color. I just think it's a cool green color. Marigold. Oh, man. What do I use Marigold for? I love Marigold for princess's hair. It's better than yellow. It's better than the pastel. I just love Marigold for girls' hair. Gray for my zombies. Yes, I got my gray. My blue. Yes, look at that. These aren't blue. These are black. Oh, fashion navy. Oh, wait. Man, I've never had fashion navy before. This is a brand new color for me, folks. Whoa. This is... It is a dark blue. I don't know. My mic. It's a no-no. Has my sound been out for that long of time? Wow. Man, hopefully my sound didn't go out recently. Hopefully it went out back when I was... Did it go out? Can you tell me, did my sound go out when I was opening my package? Or did my sound go out during the instructions? Can somebody let me know about that? Because I'm going to be really bummed if my sound went out. Since Navy. Okay, good. Since the Navy. I don't like the Navy. Okay. Yeah, I accidentally pulled. No, to repeat. I've never had a bag of reflex silver. I've usually just worked with other people's silver when I've needed one or two. And like I say, I got this reflex rose gold, which is more of a chrome. Or bronze, which I think is a really cool color. I know there's going to be a million and one things for me to do. Reflex is what I know is when you deflate them. And this is with the chrome colors too. The balloons lose their elasticity. They reinflate fine, but they stay stretched out. This is the same effect you'll get if you've ever worked out in extremely cold weather. Extremely cold weather, if you stretch a balloon like this, and I mean, I've worked in below 50 degree, I've worked in 20 degree and negative 20 degree outside twisting balloons. And part of my stage show when I was twisting, I stretch a balloon out like this, just as a prep because the music's getting ready. It's a theatrical part where I'm going like this. And I bring the balloon back, and the balloon stayed this size when I pulled it down. I went, oh, jeez, I just screwed up a balloon. So I had to pull out another balloon out of my pocket. Same thing, it looks here. I think am I seeing stretch factor here? Yeah. Boy, big stretch factor. Hang on, let's see. How far can we stretch this out? Let's see. Oh, as long as it doesn't stab me in the face, I'm doing good. Wow. This is strange. Has anybody else done this where they've taken and look at that? I've gained a whole bunch of inches. I wonder if I could inflate this now. Let me pull out my pump. I'm gonna see if it explodes. See what happens here. Holy smokes. This is wild. Can you see the length of this? This is actually going all the way down to the ground. I am 5'9", 5'10". This is now a 5'10" balloon. Look, I can't, let me, look at this. Sorry. Shut my pump off here so it's not burping. This is now, look at that. This is what happens when you stretch the balloon out. Let me get this. Look at this. This is my wingspan. Now your wingspan, I've been told your wingspan should equal your height. So that's why basketball players have this huge wingspan. So if my wingspan is approximately 5'9", that's my height. So that's how tall this balloon is. Man, that's wild. Look at this. This is me almost touching my monitor, which I'm on the other side of the room. Like, whoa! Well, so I want to thank you guys for coming out. Do me a favor, as always, leave me a comment. I do this every Friday. I stream live. I'm trying to show things new, exciting, and thrilling out here. I am asking, you know, my big payment for this is please subscribe, become a subscriber. Do me a favor, leave me a comment. As always, watch to the very end because that's when I get the video credit. The more comments you leave me, the better off I am. Apologize for the mic dropping out. I got to remember not to play with my mic. It's just a habit from being on stage and entertaining. With that, I want to say you guys have a great day. Be safe, be healthy, be wise. See you next Friday here on this channel. Tell a friend, tell a family member. Tune in, watch this again, watch it 3 or 4 times. Make me happy. You guys be good, be safe, be healthy. Bye-bye. Make sure you click on that subscribe button and never miss a video. Subscribe now. Click the little bell and always be notified of a live broadcast. Follow me on Instagram. And if you're a TikTok fan, you'll find me under the same name, Dale LaBrocta. Looking forward to seeing you on social media.